G'day folks, in today's video we're going to talk about the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0 relaunch and whether it's still a relevant and good purchase in 2020. I've got one of the brand new relaunched Phantom 4s in front of me, so let's just jump right in and take a closer look. Now I know I do a lot of unboxings on my channel, but I opted not to unbox the Phantom 4 Pro just because it has been out for quite some time and there are plenty of them on YouTube already. But I do have all the components that come inside the box here in front of me, and that way if you're not too familiar with the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0, you can kind of see here what you get for your money. First of all, we have the drone here, and attached to it is a gimbal guard down below. We get one full set of propellers and we get a complete spare set. We have a power brick for charging, a power cable for the power brick, and we have a micro USB cable. Then of course over here we have the controller. I'm just going to move some of the stuff out of the way here. Now when you purchase the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0, you have a choice of two different controllers. This one here is the one with the built-in screen. You can see here it just flips up like that. So this is essentially kind of like the smart controller. You don't have to attach your smartphone, and a lot of people like that. However, to get the one with the built-in screen, there is a significant price increase. Now one thing I do want to make note of here, if you ever do plan on purchasing the Crystal Sky, or you would like to use the Crystal Sky with it, this screen cannot be removed, so you are unable to use the Crystal Sky with it. The standard controller ships with a mount for a smartphone. However, you can purchase an accessory like this, and this allows you to connect your Crystal Sky. So definitely if you do want to use a mount like this with your Crystal Sky, you need to purchase the standard remote. Now before we continue here, I just want to mention that this video is not so much of a review. There are already a ton of reviews on the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0 on YouTube. Mainly in this video, we're going to talk about whether this drone is a good purchase in 2020. After all, there's been several new drones released since this one was launched back in 2018, and not to mention all the new drones that were announced at CES this year. So if you're in the market to purchase a brand new drone, do you buy the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0 or do you wait for some of these other new drones that are coming? Now when it comes to purchasing a drone, there's several factors that need to be considered. First of all, there's the price of the drone and what your budget is. Then there's portability. Do you want a folding drone like the Mavic 2 Pro, or are you okay with a drone like the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0 that doesn't fold? And then the big factors are the quality of the video that it can output and the features that the drone offers. Now when it comes to the camera on something like say the Mavic 2 Pro and the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0, they are both equipped with a 1-inch sensor. However, the Phantom 4 Pro can shoot at 4K 60, where the Mavic 2 Pro can only do 4K 30. The Phantom 4 Pro also has a mechanical shutter. Now, some people may not know what that is, and for a lot of people that's not even really that important. Basically, the difference between a mechanical shutter and an electronic shutter is when you're traveling at a high rate of speed and you're capturing video. With an electronic shutter, you can get something called a rolling shutter distortion. Now, I'm just going to show you some quick examples here. These are taken right from the DJI website, and they're actually a pretty good example. Now, this first image here is shot with an electronic shutter, and as you can see by the lamp pole there, it's kind of on a lean. You can see there's some distortion there. You can also see some distortion on the motorcycle and on the driver. Now let's look at that same image shot on the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0. You can see that the light pole has no distortion. It looks a lot better, and there's no distortion in the driver or the motorcycle. So as you can see, a mechanical shutter does make a big difference, and it can be very important to some content creators. Now the Mavic 2 Pro does have some advantages over the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0. The Mavic 2 Pro has better obstacle avoidance, and it also supports APAS. Now that definitely can be something that's important to some filmmakers as well. Now with all that said, I do have one little thing I am confused about. When my contact at DJI contacted me mentioning that the Phantom 4 V2.0 was going to be relaunched, she mentioned that there was an upgraded feature on it, and that was the transmission distance. In the specs for it, it said that the original transmission distance was 7 kilometers, but the new relaunch version will have a transmission distance of 8 kilometers. When I checked on the website, it says 8 kilometers, so I'm not quite sure if that is already been updated or if that's what the original one was capable of as well. So maybe any of you that do own the original Phantom 4 V2.0, you can maybe let me know down in the comments if that one was listed as 7 kilometers or 8 kilometers. Now, depending on where you live in the world, the price has gone up in some locations, mainly in the US because of all the tariffs that were introduced. Originally, the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0 could be purchased for $14.99, but with all the new tariffs in the US, it is now $17.29. That's for the version without the built-in screen. If you want the built-in screen, then it's $21.99. So we are getting up there in price compared to some other drones on the market. Now, here in Canada, we're kind of lucky. The prices, the tariff increases never really affected us. If you go to the DJI website to purchase this, you can see it's still listed here at $14.99. So that's a really fair price. Of course, there's many drones on the market that are cheaper, but they don't have the same kind of feature set. Now you can buy the Mavic 2 Pro for $17.29 as well, but still doesn't have the same kind of quality and features that the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0 has. Now, for some people, portability is one of the most important things when they're going to be purchasing a drone. If they're going to be doing a lot of traveling, hiking, different things like that, and space is at a premium, of course a folding drone is the best choice for a situation like that. However, for some other people, the quality of the outputted video is what's most important. And in a situation like that, definitely the Phantom 4 V2.0 is your best bet. So when you take all that into effect, I would say yes, definitely the Phantom 4 Pro still has a place in 2020. In my opinion, it's probably still the best bang for your buck if portability is not an issue. If you need portability, then definitely the Phantom 4 may not work well for you. You can still put it in a backpack and hike with it, but it is going to take up a lot more space. Now, there's a lot of new drones entering the market over the next coming months, and I do plan on getting them in and reviewing them, and we'll be doing comparisons and different things like that as well. Now, the thing with the Phantom 4 is that it's tried and tested. It's been around for a long time. The Phantom series has been around for a long time. So you really know what you're getting and what the drone is capable of. There's a lot of people who have built businesses around the Phantom 4, and if you talk to them, they wouldn't use any other drone but the Phantom 4. So I know there are many people that are quite happy that the Phantom 4 Pro was relaunched. The other thing too is that the Phantom 4 is kind of future-proof already. Because of the high specs of it, you know that you're still got a good couple years usage out of it. I know there's been some new 8K drones announced, and those are really nice as well, don't get me wrong, but it's going to be a long time before 8K is anything that people are going to be using on a regular basis. First of all, you have to have a really good computer, and if any of you are wondering, the latest edition of the iPad Pro, the one that I've been using to edit all my YouTube videos, cannot even read the 8K files. It just comes up kind of like an unknown file. So if you're a person who edits on your iPad, those 8K files are kind of useless to you right now anyways. Of course, if you have a computer that you can edit with it, you know, you can do some really nice zooming in without losing quality. And of course you can downsample it and get some nice high resolution footage. But if that was one thing that you are concerned about with the Phantom 4 is that it's still only 4K, that's not really something I would worry about at this point in time. So yeah, folks, I might make an updated video in a couple weeks from now and let you know how I've been making out with it. Maybe show you some footage that I've captured with it. Now that's a big if the Canadian weather kind of holds out. It might be kind of hard to get out and get some footage, but as soon as there is a break in the weather, I will be out there. Well, folks, hopefully you enjoyed this video and hopefully I gave you some food for thought. I would love to hear your thoughts on the Phantom 4 V2.0, whether you are thinking of getting one or whether you own one and you just want to add some comments down below to help others decide whether they should purchase it or not. You know, that's always greatly appreciated, and I'm sure anybody reading the comments will appreciate that. Anyways, folks, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that little bell icon. That assures that you get notified that I have uploaded a new video and that it appears in your feed. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.